The DJI Power 2000 has landed, but how well can it handle a real-world test? I've got a Kettle, vacuum battery, a power bank here. I've got another power bank, a gaming console, and then the DJI Air 3S and the RC2. So a bunch of different options here. I'm going to put it through its paces to see how it can handle this real-world test. So the kit itself, I've already opened this, but I just thought I would show you. Comes with a charging cable, and then the actual Power 2000, and that's basically everything that was in the box. So let me just move this back. It is significantly heavier than the previous Power 1000. It's quite a heavy unit, but you've got two handles on the side. Beautiful large display on top here. We've got 4 AC charging options here, outlets. We've got 4 USB-Cs here. 2 of them can charge at 140 watts and then 2 at 65 watts. And then we've got 4 USB-As here, max 24 watt charging. We've got their proprietary SDC ports as well. And then we've also got the charging port here. And you can charge it at a slower rate or a faster rate. And really simple design. Really, really simple. So in terms of the build quality, very rugged design. As I mentioned, it is a heavy, heavy power station. We've got ventilation on both sides. So we've got the fan system on that side. The rear just says DJI. Nice clean design there. And then we've got another ventilation or a fan system on the back there. So all you got to do is press and hold to power it on. Just going to move everything in a little bit so we can see it nicely. So that's that. And then there's also a application that you can download, which is called DJI Home. So I've got that running there. And so once that connects up, it tells me 100% charge. I can get 99 hours because nothing's charging right now. It charges very, very fast. But let's have a little look. Let's connect up a Kettle. We'll just move this in a little bit closer. So we've got a Kettle here. And so all I have to do is press the AC button, and then from here I just need to turn on the kettle, and that should immediately, there we go. So I can see the output is 2000 watts. So a lot of power stations struggle to power a kettle, but this is powering it with no issues at all. And then what we'll do is we'll plug in the Air 3S. So we're going to utilize the 140 watt USB-C, plug in the drone like so, and see how this goes. Hopefully we'll start seeing this charge, and once I launch up the application as well, you should see what's happening with the output. There we go. So I can see the output right there through the DJI Home application. So it's actually telling me through one USB it's charging at 56 watts. So you can see the Air 3S is charging here. The total power output is 2102 watts, and the AC is using 2045 watts. So it's able to power the Kettle. It's able to charge the Air 3S. Now let's plug in this vacuum battery here that I have. So we'll try this other AC slot on top here. Let's see how this goes. And I like how it alternates as well. So the AC ports are actually alternating. So one faces upright like so, and then the other one faces upside down. So if I just pull this out, you can see one's upright, one's upside down. And I find that that can actually make a big difference with certain cables, with certain adapters, with how they're designed. So straight when I plug that in, it also does power that. So the kettle is about to boil. I'm getting a little bit of steam coming out, and it should finish very soon. but it is charging. There we go, so the kettle's done now. Don't know if this guy is fully charged, maybe. He might be fully charged. Let me just grab the other battery while we see this continue what it's doing. So here's another battery I prepared off to the side here. So this guy only has 2 bars. So straight when I plug that in, it's going to start charging. There we go. So the output's now increasing a little bit. I've got this power bank here. So let's unplug the kettle. Got to be really careful not to burn myself with this guy, but the kettle is boiled, ready to go. So if you want a tea or a coffee, you just let me know. And then I've got this little power bank here, which I can plug in. I'm going to plug it into the other port there. And we can see it increases again. So we're up to 100 watts, 120 watts. And so when I go into the application, I can now see what's happening again. So I can see that 42 watts from one USB-C, 44 watts from another USB-C, and then the AC is charging at 34 watts. And so at any point I can turn off AC and it will stop charging this guy. And then it will just continue with the 2 here. Really, really simple stuff, to be honest with you. Like, I've been quite impressed with how well this all operates. I've got this gaming console over here, which I can just plug in. So we'll disconnect the drone, plug in this guy, like so. And then I'm just going to move this out of the shot. And so we see it's still charging. It's charging the gaming console as well as the power bank there. And if I wanted to, I could grab another power bank that I have right here, plug this in, and now we can charge up the controller as well. And if you've got enough cables, there we go, it's charging. It's going to go back up just over 100 watts potentially. There we go. So now I'm charging a power bank, a gaming device, and a controller for a drone. It's getting 92 watts, and it depends on the cables that you're using, what the output is from them. But 4 AC ports, 4 USB-C, 2 of them being that fast charging 140 watt, 4 USB-A with 24 watt charging, and then the 2 proprietary SDC to charge even faster. Really, really impressive unit. I've been happy with this so far. They've done a great job with the Power 2000.